What's up guys, Backcap here. This is the getting started video for the TradingView series. In this video we're going to cover making a TradingView account, looking at the profile, and just the very basics of the TradingView interface. You know, some of the panes, where some of the tools are located, and the assorted stuff you can click on the edges. So to start, you come to tradingview.com, you click getting started. You're getting two options here. One is to create the free account off the get-go that will be free forever. Well, the other one is to go right off the hop and start with a free trial on one of these upgraded accounts. Primary benefits being they're ad free, but you get more indicators if that's something you're into. We don't really use a lot of indicators, but you get more charts per layout, more layouts, more alerts. The free account only comes with one alert at a time, which is kind of a pain. You get more bars for the bar replay if you're into back testing or whatever. But don't sweat it. You don't have to make this choice now. You can start with the free one, and the option for your 30-day trial will always be there. We'll touch on that. So you click getting started. You can use Google, Facebook, Twitter, Yahoo, Apple, LinkedIn, whatever. In this case, we're going to use email because I'm just using a burner email. Create a password. Pretend you're not a robot. Verify, create account. Now they're going to send you an email. Mine's come to this burner account. This just makes you an email and they're gone in 10 minutes. You click the link to activate and you're in. I've read, I agree, and now we've got our account. So again, now you've chosen the free one and this option is still here and it will always be here, right? You don't have to sweat this right now if you're not ready to make that decision. So we'll jump into some of the settings here. The profile settings are in here. You can create a custom username, upload a logo, an avatar, your picture, whatever it might be. You don't have to, but you can. You can fill out a little about me. Do you want a signature for your social networks? Do you want people to know when you're online? If you're going to be sharing a lot of charts and you have a social media for your trading, you can put that stuff in here. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, so on and so forth. And then your private information goes over here. Your name, your phone number, your email, if you want to set some security stuff to recover your account in the event something happens. And you're under account and billing. This is where you'll always be able to access that free trial, or if you've signed up for a better plan, you can cancel the renewal, you can change the plan, upgrade, downgrade, whatever it might be. Notifications, pretty self-explanatory. Do you want them as email? Do you want to get them to your desktop if you have the app or you have the window open? Do you want stuff for all this junk? People followed you, they liked your ideas, they la-di-da-di-da. Personally, I turn off everything but alerts. The alerts that I set are the only notifications I want to get. And then privacy and security. You can enable Google Authenticator. If you put in your text information on the profile, you can enable SMS verification to sign in. You can get backup codes, block people who can message you, so on and so forth. So that's it for setting up the profile. It's pretty basic. Now, your options here for TradingView is they give you a desktop or mobile download with a proper app, or you can do it from inside the browser on what they call supercharts. We're going to click that to start with because I already have the app and it's already signed into my profile. Now that we're in here, we're going to get out of this because we don't partake in none of that nonsense, and we're going to bring up the euro because everybody loves the euro. So at this point, I'm just going to go over some of the really basic stuff, these panes on the side, what's useful, the watch list, some of the drawings, and just touch on some super basic stuff. So when you come in here, you're going to have a bunch of junk on your watch list. In my opinion, the easiest thing to do is just clear it. And if you want to add stuff to the list, if it's a pair you already have up, you can come up here to the pair, click the three dots, add to watch list, and there it is. And if you just want to populate it with the pairs we monitor, you can click right there and very quickly go GBP USD, AUD USD. I'm partial to Forex.com, but I don't judge. You can add whatever you want. USD CAD, Forex.com, GBPJPY, Forex.com, EURJPY, Forex.com, and then you got to jump out of Forex to get gold, which is XAU, Forex.com. Now there's your watch list. Those are the 7 pairs that we monitor. What you want to see in here is entirely up to you. You can change that here. You can have all this junk, but personally, I just stick with the last and the change percentage, and even that isn't really necessary. But I try not to have too much crap here because if you have less stuff, it allows you to scrunch it up a bit and you can get more chart space, right? So that's the watch list pane. It's located right here, top right hand corner, and it kind of looks like a tablet or something. Watch list, details, and news. It also gives you a little details pane for the pair that you're on. It tells you the current price, any news that's recently come out. I don't do the ideas. It gives you its idea of what the technicals are saying. But, I mean, don't trade by this. And we don't really care what it's done over the year. There is an interesting thing here where you can add notes for a pair. So let's say you realized over your time that you think USD CAD likes flip zones. Like it tends to react from flip zones. You can do that, and you can even click here and add a picture of an example if it's something that you think deserves an example. And you add that, and that will stay there as a note. And you can add many of them. I don't know how many on the basic. There could be a limit, but you can add quite a few. I'm going to delete that. We're going to go back. This is one of those annoying ads, why you might like to upgrade. But, so that is our watch list pane. It is located right here. You click it again and it's gone. You have the full chart. The next most useful pane, in my opinion, is the object tree, which is right here. And this shows you all of the drawings that you have on the chart. So we will grab this brush and we will do some doodles here. I'm not the greatest trading view artist in the world. You can't even make out what I'm writing. But as you put things on the chart, they pop up over here in the objects tree. You can highlight different ones. You can double click to get the settings for them. Or you can just hit the X to delete them. We'll get more into that later and some features you can use there. But this is where all your objects show up. And speaking of objects, these are the different panels where you find the objects. So this is your assorted lines. Trend lines, rays, horizontal rays, so on and so forth. And you don't have to come over here to get all these. You can pick the ones that you like and make a favorites bar. And we do that by highlighting the star. So we want the trend line. I'd like the horizontal line. I'd like the horizontal ray. And you'll notice these are populating over here on a bar that I can drag around. We come into here. Maybe I'd like the fib for my premium and discount, or the grand box. You come into here. I would like the brush, the highlighter, the rectangle, the circle, the pathway tool. You come over to here because you'd like some text. You'd like to be able to put a call out bubble. Whatever you want to call these things, they're in there. I don't use them, but you're welcome to. Your long tool, your short tool, and that's pretty much what you need, right? If you want to add some smiles, I guess that's up to you. And then you get your little favorites tool here, and then when you draw stuff on, again, whatever you draw will come up with its own little thing here based on what you're using. We'll put a little call out bubble, a little short position, a little long position. So those are backwards. That's long and that's short. Grand box, fib tool, horizontal ray, and these all show up here with their assorted names. You can rename them by clicking once, typing whatever you want to call it, hitting enter, and away you go. And again, you can click on them to get the settings, or you can just delete them all one by one or all at once, but that's also in a later video. So that's your object tree. That is the panes for your drawing tools, and that is setting up your favorites bar for the drawing tools. The only other one of these that is really important, in my opinion, is the alerts pane. Now, on a basic plan, which is what we have here, you can only set one price-based alert at a time. So we add this alert here. Now it's going to come up in here as an active alert. When price crosses there, it'll do whatever it does. You can pause it, you can start it, you can change the settings, you can delete it with the X. Now, on a better account, you can have more than one alert. Or in this case, it will let me have more alerts if they are based off of a line or something. It'll only let me pick one based on price and say, give me an alert when we cross this price. Okay, so you get one technical alert, which is based on a drawing, in this case, this horizontal line, and one price-based alert. But if you had a better plan and you had multiple alerts at different areas, they would all show up here. You can monitor them, change them, pause them, delete them, so on and so forth. So that's your alerts pane. It looks like the little alarm clock because they're alarms. Your object tree is down here. It's the stacked pieces of paper. And the rest of this is just, the order book. That doesn't matter to us. Notifications doesn't matter. We don't care about other people's ideas. We're here to trade our own ideas. And that's that. So that is the overall gist of it here for the different panes, the different panels. We'll get into some of this stuff later. The tools, the magnets, the rulers, whatever. Up in here is where you find autosave for your charts. You want to rename your layout that you're on. You only get one with the free plan. That's also a bit of a pain. You can make a copy. Oh, apparently you can't on the free chart. But these are all things that I will show you how to use on my account later, which is a premium account where all of these tools matter. You can have different layouts, so on and so forth. These buttons up here will take snapshots, download the image, copy links, you can post them in the Discord, so on and so forth. And we'll get into these settings later with the candle colors and all of that down the line. The only other thing I'm going to touch on in this video, guys, is how to get the desktop app if you don't want to use the in-browser version. You just click here, the little logo in the top left-hand corner. You come down here, get desktop app, and there'll be 3 buttons: download for Windows, for Mac, for Linux. If you want Android or Apple for your mobile, that's in the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. So that's it for the getting started video. You guys know how to make an account, you know how to set up the account, you know the basic lay of the land here, and we'll get into how to use some of these features in detail down the line.